Hey guys, today I am doing a long-awaited review of these LA Color Trio eyeshadow palettes. I have, oh my god, let me see, 5 of these so far. And I know that there probably aren't many more, but I did show these in a haul way back when. So many of you were curious. I used them in a recent tutorial, and I don't think, I got a lot of comments from people saying, oh, they look so sheer, blah, blah, blah. And I don't think that a lot of people understood, and even though I kept saying it in that video, that I was applying them to be sheer. So I wanted to do a review of these, kind of clear up any miscommunication about these eyeshadows and just tell you what I really think about them. These are $1 a piece. I found mine at the Dollar General or the Dollar Tree, one of those dollar stores, I'm not even sure, for again $1 a piece. This one is Magnolia, and this is the one that I used in a recent tutorial. And I'm just going to go ahead and swatch this first shade, a really pale buttery yellow. And as you can see initially, I mean, obviously this is really close to my skin tone, not a good first swatch maybe, but they're really, really smooth and pigmented and creamy to the touch. We'll do this purple shade next. That is the purple shade. Again, this is the Magnolia palette, and I will admit the peach that I used on the lid, maybe it could have a tiny bit more pigmentation, but these are such buttery, smooth, amazing eyeshadows. And for $1 a trio, I just didn't want there to be any confusion about them, because to me, these are some of the most hidden gems of the drugstore in the entire freaking universe. Now, I will go ahead and name off the other trios that I have, and then I will do some more swatches. This is Forget-Me-Not, which consists of blues. This one is Sunflower, which is kind of, I mean, just sort of sunsetty colors. You've got the gold, the copper, and a deep brown. You have a smoky palette called Lily, and as you can see, some great smoky eye shades in there. And then you have Orchid, which has a light pink, a bronze, and then another deep brown. Let's do the smoky palette because I was really impressed by this one as well. A lot of whites, particularly from the drugstore, are just so impossibly unpigmented, unimpressive. I kind of got this close to my peach swatch, so forgive me. But I just think that this one, again, for being a freaking dollar, is outstanding. It's really buttery, really smooth. It goes on beautifully. This gray is gorgeous as well. I mean, just the pigmentation on these is incredible. For less than 50 cents an eyeshadow, what would that be? Close to 30 cents per eyeshadow. My fingers are getting stained from these swatches, but we will do one more palette. This was the first one that I got and the one I was most impressed by, the Sunflower palette. So we'll do the really beautiful copper right here in the middle. And look at that. I mean, just so metallic and beautiful. And I mean, that was just one quick swipe. You could build that up even more intensely than it's showing up in these initial swatches. So for me, I was so impressed by these. I, again, ran out and got all of the other colors. There's that gold. And we'll do the brown, and that'll be the last swatch. So the brown in this, holy freaking moly. I have not had a single flop. The most sheer shade that I have come across, let me see, where did I bury that palette? This desk is an absolute freaking mess. The most sheer shade that I have come across would be the peach in the Magnolia palette. And I think that even for being the most sheer shadow I've come across, it's still pretty darn pigmented for a drugstore shadow that cost you $1 for the little palette. I would say that in comparison to Wet n Wild Color Icon Trios, these are a little bit beneath them. They are not quite as pigmented, they are not quite as smooth, but they are, I think, a very close match, and if you can get your hands on them, I highly recommend them. The one thing that I will say is they are truly lacking in the neutrals department. You have the smoky palette I showed, you have the bronze and the brown in this palette, and then you have the colors in this palette, but that's basically it. All of the other ones are very bright, very vibrant colors. If that's your thing, this line is going to be a hit for you. If you are more of a neutrals girl, you may only have a couple of options, but I still think you would be totally content with them. So in the Loey grading system, which we all know is the standard grading system for cosmetics everywhere, these get a solid A. I mean, they are just so impeccable. I think that For the price, you really can't beat it, but even if you don't take that into consideration, these are some of the nicest drugstore shadows I have ever come across. So I just wanted to bring them to your attention, maybe clear up any confusion that came across during that tutorial that I did, because again, I was not applying them in that, it wasn't a tutorial actually, it was a get ready with me. I was not applying them in that get ready with me to be opaque. I was applying them for a sheer wash of color. I wasn't packing them on. I was really kind of going in lightly. So I did just want to, of course, bring that to your attention. By the way, no lasting issues. I say that every single time though. I don't typically have wear time issues with eyeshadows anyways, but I do wear most of my eyeshadows over a primer. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you have tried these or if now you are interested in trying them in the comments down below. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and until my next one, I love you girls so much and I will see you very soon. Bye!